When Anthony Joshua steps into the ring at Wembley Stadium in London to face Daniel Dubois for the IBF heavyweight title on September 21st, it will have been 3,088 days since he first claimed that title by defeating Charles Martin. A lot has changed since that night in April 2016, but for Joshua, the thought of reclaiming his original belt doesn't stir any particular emotions or hold special significance. Back in 2016, when Joshua beat Martin, it was a monumental moment that marked his arrival on the world stage and began his journey to becoming a global sensation. Today, winning the belt again would be nice, but it's just a piece of a much larger puzzle. Beating Dubois, who has a record of 21 wins and 2 losses, won't necessarily lead to a long string of title defenses for Joshua, but it could secure him a shot at the winner of the upcoming rematch between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. This fight could potentially give Joshua a chance at the undisputed heavyweight title for the first time in his career, depending on how the boxing politics play out. Joshua, now with a record of 28 wins and 3 losses, commented on the significance of this fight, saying, "I always say I would always compare and look back when it's all said and done. At the minute I'm just very chilled. Everything's a blessing, so I just get on with it. It's an opportunity to fight." He added, "It's going to be tough. It's nerve-wracking, but in terms of world titles I'm just like, here today, gone tomorrow. On to the next, and then when it's all said and done I'll like, oh, I remember when I won that and that was amazing and that was amazing. But as for now, conqueror's mindset, win on to the next." While Joshua has gradually evolved as both a fighter and a person over his time at the top, Dubois has undergone a rapid and striking transformation. The 26-year-old's impressive victories over Jarrell Miller and Filip Hrgovic have silenced the doubts and questions raised by his earlier stoppage defeats to Joe Joyce and Usyk. Dubois is now starting to develop the aura that a heavyweight champion needs. Though he might never match Joshua's professionalism and slickness in front of the cameras, Dubois seems to have embraced his true self and is more comfortable because of it. During a lengthy press day filled with set-piece events to launch their fight, tensions flared when the two faced off in a round-table discussion. Dubois, buoyed by his handling of the imposing Hrgovic, decided not to show any weakness to the more experienced Joshua. He refused to be intimidated as Joshua tried to assert his seniority, even standing up and warning Dubois that he doesn't take disrespect lightly. Joshua respects Dubois' attitude and admitted that a bit of pre-fight tension helps him get into the right mindset for fight night. "Always been that way. This is what I feel people don't really get to understand what it's like to do our job," he said. "It's a very unique job. The glitz and the glamour of it is very unique, but when you strip it down to the core of it, let's say you're going to get 2 men to stand up in the ring in front of people and we want you to fight for 47 minutes. Both Joshua and Dubois are preparing intensely, each with their own strategies and mindsets. For Joshua, this fight is another step in his journey, another opportunity to prove himself and possibly set up an even bigger fight in the future. For Dubois, it's a chance to solidify his place among the top heavyweights and make a statement on a grand stage.